Shalom, call halal Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai Ba'ashem Rekah Kodash. Double honors to the elder apostles and elder bishops of GMS, including the elders that came before them that taught us His truth. Shalom and salutations to all the brothers that push the word of truth and in sincerity, the hopeful elect tabernacle of David. To the Akwat that are listening and learning, being a pillar of rest, the 144,000 elect, the 1/3, the hopeful elect. All right, so I'm the brother Yahshua. I'm back with the WW3 Daily Update. We're going to start right here. Ezekiel 38 and 5. Persia, which is Iran. Ethiopia and Libya with them, all of them with shield and helmet. Gomer, Turkey, and all his bands in the house of Togarma. 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 We love to say Togamar. That ain't no O. Togo. Togamar. Togarma. Syria. Syria. Iran. Iran. Syria. Of the north quarters and all his bands, and many people with thee. Let's type that in. Let's type in Babylon, Babylon attacks Persia in Togarma. Did I spell that right? S-Y. S-Y-R-I-A. And what comes up? 13 hours, 14, 13. What happened? Something happened. It's in the news. Okay, you don't have to go looking for it. U.S. strikes Iran-linked sites in Syria after attacks on U.S. troops. Which one do we watch? Okay, this is called World War III getting hot. All right, let's watch this.
Huge news.
Sean, we can report based on...
This is Fox News. Breaking. U.S. conducts airstrikes in Syria. You see where this is going? Because the scripture is telling you who's going to fight with who. Here we have Russia. Here we have Iran. Here we have Syria. Here we have Turkey, Ethiopia, and Libya with them, and many other people. Here's China. Here's Korea. You understand? And we're watching it foment. We're watching the Most High. It is His determination to what? To gather the nations.
Senior military sources that U.S. warplanes have carried out airstrikes tonight inside Syria against Iranian proxy forces. We don't know the number of strikes. We were told earlier today to expect that perhaps F-15s and F-16s would be involved in the airstrikes, but we don't have confirmation yet about how many warplanes. But those strikes have been carried out. I'm told it is in response to the more than dozen strikes against U.S. bases. The message is a clear message designed to Iran and its proxy forces to stop carrying out these drone and rocket attacks against U.S. bases. But I'm told that the planes have safely left the area and that the airstrikes are complete at this time. They were targeting multiple locations inside Syria and Iranian proxy forces, Sean.
It's so important, Jennifer. Thank you for that breaking news, especially in light of the fact that American forces have been attacked by both Iraq and by Syria.
By Iraq and by Syria. You haven't figured out yet that you have walked into an ambush. Who ambushed you? Well, Russia, China, Iran. Okay. Why? because of Taiwan, because of Ukraine, because of South Korea, right? And now you're in the Middle East and you're spread thin. You're spread thin. You took the bait, got your dukes up. Now it's time to fight on all those fronts. And guess what? You can't do it. All right? You can't do it. We already know what's going to happen. All right? Because it says so right here. Now we're watching it. That's all. That's all I want. Let's see. It is my determination my determination. It is right to gather the. Is this in the Apocrypha? Oh, bear with me for a moment. One thing I've learned over the years, my determination to gather the nations. Zephaniah. See, I knew it was in here. 3 and 8, there it is. I'm right on it, huh? Zephaniah 3 and 8, we're going to close. Therefore, okay, and this is to the elect of Israel, the hopeful elect, if nothing else. Therefore, wait ye upon me, saith the Lord, until the day that I rise up to the prey. We're really close to that. For my determination is to gather the nations, that I may assemble the kingdoms. That's going on. The nations are being gathered, the armies of the nations. And the Most High is assembling the kingdoms. For what? To pour upon them mine indignation, even all my fierce anger, for all the earth shall be devoured with the fire of my jealousy. See if we can get some armies in here to gather, to assemble the nations, to assemble the kingdoms, these evil nations. Where's the host? The host of the battle. To gather the nations, 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 nations. Okay. If I don't find it, I'm going to I'm going to something else. Let's see. Judgment, testimony, gathering the nations, assemble the Gentiles, Gentile nations. Just the nations. Okay. Well, how do you gather the nations? You first gather them by their protection, which is their military. Okay. They are the prey. Right. Mustereth. So here it's gathering the nations. Let's skip. Mustereth the host. The what? Mustereth. Isaiah 13 and 4. The noise of a multitude in the mountains, like as of a great people, a tumultuous noise of the kingdoms of the nations gathered together. Right? So he's gathering right now. This is talking about the missiles. Say, I've commanded my sanctified ones. I have even summoned my warriors. Okay, so this is they. That's the angels. A tumult on the mountains like that of a great multitude. Listen, an uproar among the kingdoms like nations gathered together. The Lord of hosts is mobilizing an army for war. What army? That's the missiles. But the point is, nations gathering together. Right? Are we not watching that? Right? And then the Most High of heaven's armies is calling together what? An army of missiles to destroy the armies of the world. Okay? Uproar of nations gathered together. Right? Of nations, of Gentiles. Right? Joining forces. And the nations are joining forces. What forces? Military forces. Okay? Let's see. Numerous people. Let's see. It's Revelation 19 and 19. Okay. I just want to show that these armies are these nations. Okay. Revelation 19 and 19. And I saw the beast and the kings of the earth and their armies gathered together. Okay. So they're all going to be in the same place because it's an ambush. Right. Who's doing the ambushing? Yahushua, the one that sat on the horse, and his army, and the angels. Right? But the point is that the kings of the earth and their armies, these are the nations and their armies. Okay? Joel 3 and 2. King James. I will also gather the nations and bring them down in the valley of Yehoshaphat. The nations, I will gather the nations, I will gather the armies of the world into the valley. We're watching it. Okay? Where are they at? They're being gathered in the valley, in the Middle East, the valley of Yehoshaphat. Okay? So with that, we'll go ahead and close. We hope that the elector edified you, brothers and few sisters, with that shalom.